Now, it is a little bit breezy this morning. Right now, 15-mile-per-hour wind out at Seattle, a little breezy up near western Whatcom County as well, especially areas near the gaps in the Cascades. Enumclaw's a little gusty, and North Bend at Gold Bar as well. And as Joyce mentioned, temperatures a little bit on the cooler side. A lot of us are waking up to sub-freezing temperatures. Watch out for some patchy areas of ice outside. But I would say weather along the west coast, especially in the Pacific Northwest, is probably going to be about as nice as it is across the lower 48. Look at how cold it is in the center of the country. Current temperature, Rapid City, South Dakota, 13 degrees below zero. Minneapolis, current temperature is 9 degrees below zero. So yes, winter's still gripping a good chunk of the country. And in the meantime, we're going to see lots of sunshine today. Mostly sunny today. High temperature very similar to yesterday in the upper 40s to maybe near 50 in some places. No trouble passing over the Washington passes today, or at least over the Cascades. Sunny conditions in the mountains with temperatures mainly in the 20s and the freezing level near about 1,000 feet. Here's your 7-day forecast. A repeat day on Tuesday, maybe a little less breezy in some places. A few rain showers possible later Wednesday afternoon. And yes, the potential for some lower elevation snow Thursday morning and Friday morning. But right now, not looking at any significant accumulation.